Every month at the new moon, we begin a new emotional cycle, and we have the opportunity to reset our goals and intentions. The new moon in Gemini is June 8th at 11:56 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Gemini is an air sign in the mutable modality, so we're dealing with intellectual energy that is highly curious and flexible and adaptable. It's really a delightful energy. Now this happens to be a highly charged Gemini new moon because we have Jupiter, the optimistic, expansive planet, traveling through Gemini, and we also have Mars, the energy planet, traveling through that sign also. So it's supercharging everything related to Gemini. But the real kicker for this new moon is the fact that the revolutionary planet Uranus will be square Mercury during this new moon, and Mercury rules Gemini. Mercury is the planet that deals with how we think, how we communicate, and that's what Gemini is all about. So the message for this new moon could not be more clear. What we really need to focus on is rewiring and revamping our thinking. If you really look at the symbolism of Uranus square Mercury, it's like when you have a computer software update. And this gives us really the opportunity to update the software in our brain, in our mind, in our thinking process. Because Uranus is like revolutionary, high-speed internet. It's like going to the next level. So, it's time now to start new habits. Make sure you're thinking and communicating what you want, not what you don't want. Make sure you're aware of your habits. You know, we form little neural pathways in our brain. The synapses happen, sometimes without us even realizing it, and we go into old habits. Let me share a story with you that's a great example. Recently, that happened to me. In Sedona, I was on a hiking and a business trip with my sister, and we went on a hike with my dear friend, Dr. Marlene Scheipel. She traveled up from Phoenix to join us on a hike. We did an all-day hike. It was long, it was wonderful, but it was extremely hot, and we all really got very tired from this. When we were done with the hike, we were driving to a restaurant, and I happened to be the one that was driving. My core temperature had really reached a pretty uncomfortable level. I was really going through a meltdown, and I didn't even realize it, but I was griping and complaining about being hot. And I must have said it more than one time when all of a sudden Marlene in the back seat piped in and said, "You know, Kathy, continuing to tell us how hot you are is not making you more comfortable. It's not going to help your situation, and you're affecting our reality now. So maybe you need to stop talking about it." And that's the beauty of Marlene. She always role models the behavior where she doesn't complain, she doesn't gripe. She can be in horrible pain or have a bad headache or be really hungry, and you will never hear her talk about it because she knows the beauty of thinking about what you want, saying what you want instead of what you don't want, focusing on the positive. So her words to me were perfect, and it caught my attention, and I thought about that today as I was preparing for this video for the new moon in Gemini. Sometimes we gripe, we complain, we give our energy to what we don't want, and now is the time to change it. Use that Uranus square Mercury energy to update the software in your brain and move forward with more positivity. That's why Jupiter's in Gemini right now. This is an incredible new moon that affects all areas of your life because once you start thinking positively, everything follows. Enjoy the incredible opportunity here. Thank you. I'm Kathy Rose.